All right, so welcome everybody. My name is Jack Turner. I'm the AFCEA San Diego chapter president, and I wanted to get together with Scott here, who's our VP for academic outreach. He has brought to us an initiative to reach our some students in our underserved students in our community, and we're just going to talk about that a little bit. Scott, would you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Jack. Scott Tate. I had the good fortune to serve 27 years in the United States Navy and transitioned out a little over a year ago. And now I have the privilege of leading Pacific Science and Engineering here in San Diego, and also being the executive director of the National Security Innovation Catalyst at UC San Diego. This year, Jack invited me to help with academic outreach, and as we started to really think about how we would reach into an academic community to promote the engineering profession, and I realized that most of the focus previously had been on kids that were already in college, and by then it's largely too late. So we started to look upstream at who we might reach out to, and where there were populations that didn't have a natural path into engineering. And San Diego, for better or worse, has a relatively large underserved population. So we decided that one of the things that we're going to do is reach out to the high schools, 3 in particular, that are focused on serving underserved populations, and really go out and engage with them heavily to try to bring people from the engineering profession out to explain what engineering is, how many different specialties there are, what a career path looks like that gets kids from high school into the engineering profession. What kind of academics do you need to be thinking about? What schools are best for which types of engineering? And then hopefully bringing some of our AFCEA sponsored companies into it to get these kids, even at the late high school stage, into internships so that they get a little hands-on experience and they can build a resume that will facilitate getting them into engineering programs at the college level. We'd like to see those internships continue while the kids are in college, so that there's also a pipeline for them into the professional field. The 3 high schools that we're going to start with first are the Prus School at UC San Diego, which focuses on kids who are coming out of families that don't have a tradition of going to college. The Monarch School downtown, which focuses on children from homeless families and has a really robust kind of professional development program. And then E3 also downtown, which focuses on kids from just generally underserved population. So I think that's the overview, Jack.
Yeah. So Scott, just to reiterate it for the larger crowd, this is one of our 5 initiatives. We're working to be more technical in all of our programs. We're working to add journeyman training and continuing education. We're instituting communities of interest, and then this is our academic outreach. And I forgot another one, for our STEM scholarships, the affiliation to our community, so that someone who gets one of these scholarships would have an affiliation to NAVOR, Booz Allen Hamilton, Scott's company, small company like maybe Centec, where some of our leadership works, Airpack, Surfpack, whatnot. And so this is the particular one we're talking about today, obviously, is the outreach to the underserved community. Could you, Scott, talk about like how we might start, like maybe just an idea of what our first event might be? I kind of envision it being like going to school with your professional, you bring your dad to school day, and we might do something like that. And, I might show some launch videos and orbital mechanics stuff. And, could you speak to that a little bit?
Sure. Well, shameless plug for assistance is that anybody who's going to watch this that either has a company that's engineering focused or a personal background in engineering that would like to participate, we would welcome the help. But I think it'll be something like a series of brown bags where it's advertised in the school, and then those kids that have interest, come see us for maybe an hour, start with a broad overview of what engineering is. It's the name itself is frightening to a lot of kids. It means math. And so just getting them into the mindset of what engineering is, and then maybe in follow-on events, exposing them to the different disciplines in the engineering field so they have a sense of just how broad it is. And then finally, working with them on an individual level to kind of set up a pre-study plan and maybe help them with things like college applications and getting them into the right internship so they get exposed to the aspects of engineering that they're most interested in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think this will be very engaging for folks. And once you get involved, I think folks will find that it's way more rewarding than what you put into it. And the return on investment from an emotional, level, I'll start freaking crying. We know how I can be with that. I think I cried my opening remarks when I was talking about this program. Anyway, cool. Well, thank you, Scott. Thanks for your time, and thanks to the NAML community here NAML, not mammal, for taking a little time to listen to one of our initiatives. We'll have one more of these throughout the seminar for the communities of interest, describing those a little bit, and appreciate everybody's time. Thanks.
Thanks, Jack.